I want to give you a tip on weight loss. I want to give you what I feel like is really the most critical element of weight loss and sustained weight loss, essentially. Because losing weight, we can all lose some pounds here and there, but it's always, for those who struggle with weight, it's always a matter of sustaining it, sustained weight loss. I know way too much about up and down and up and down and, losing gains. But what I realized is that really the most, to me, important component of weight loss and sustained weight loss, keeping your body in pretty decent shape for most of your life, it really all boils down to your diet. Because if you think about, why do we get fat? Why do we gain weight? Well, it's because we consume too many calories. Well, why do we consume too many calories? Well, because food tastes so good. And it's really the man-made stuff, the artificial stuff, the added things to make things yummy. That really compels overeating. And so what I've realized is that if you really want to be successful long-term in weight loss, you really have to get in control of your diet in terms of clean eating. Now, I'm not here to give a dietary advice, vegan, carnivore, keto, whatever. I think any of that can work. But the key is that you're eating just minimally processed foods, or man-made foods, ingredients. You're just sticking to what's clean. And that's really a process that, that's a really, it can be a long-term process to really get fully established in clean eating. But that's what I did, about 10 years ago or so. I'd eaten pretty well prior to then, but I really just took it to the next level. And, if you can have 3 squares a day of healthy eating, and maybe just a little bit of the junk in between, that's going to be huge because then you're established in the lifestyle that keeps you somewhere. It's kind of like weightlifters who are in the gym all the time. It's that lifestyle that keeps those muscles. And you find that once you get established in something, it's not any kind of effort. The discipline and the effort is until something becomes a routine. So if you struggle with food, like we all do, food is our comfort, I would recommend just starting with one meal. Maybe take a lunch, maybe take breakfast. Just go clean on it. Like I say, whatever your dietary preference is. Maybe a boring bowl of oatmeal with some berries and walnuts, or it could be a piece of some eggs or what. I don't know. I'm not here to talk about diet. But yeah, so it's really about crowding out the bad stuff. I think that's a good term. Crowding out the bad stuff. It's like, it's not that you're not tempted by the bad stuff, but the good stuff has become what you become more established in. And so it gets to a point where, you don't even have to think about it. You would just prefer the clean eating, because what you find with clean eating is that it's obviously better for the waistline, but it's also better for your mental health. Your mental and emotional health really has a lot to do with your diet. And if you can keep that clean, eat natural foods to the extent humanly possible with a little bit of the fun stuff, no harm in that. You're going to go a long way to not only maintaining, your weight, a better weight, a healthier weight, but it's just the mental health effects really can't be understated, and the emotional impacts too. It just keeps you grounded. I find that, as a guy who's mostly vegetarian or mostly vegan with a little bit of dairy, it's just such a grounding effect. A nice healthy salad full of antioxidants and goodies and vitamins. You really can't help but feel grounded after eating that way. And so, we may start out eating clean just because we want to have a better waistline, look better, feel better physically. But it's the mental and emotional impacts that are equally as important, if not more important. And that just comes along with it. And then you realize, okay, this clean eating there's really something to it. It's not just about looking good. It's about just feeling grounded. And I think that's pretty invaluable in this world, a stressful world. Our diet can really do a lot to ground us and be therapeutic in a way, really. So that's my thought on weight loss. There's a lot that goes into weight loss. There's the math of weight loss and counting calories, and there's exercise. There are other components that are obviously a big part of it. But to me, the bigger part is to fully get established in clean eating over time. And that's going to take a while. That's not something that happens overnight. But again, my recommendation would be to just start with one meal, get fully established in that, and then eventually transition to other clean meals if that's where you're at. So hopefully that helps.